Hello, welcome to Yoga with Chandra. We are going to focus on yoga for spinal health. Having a healthy spine is so important for the quality of our lives. So we're going to make sure that we get moving today and stretch the spine out and exercise it to make sure that the muscles on either side of it are holding it in place really well. And yeah, be a great flow to do every day or a couple times a week. Let's go ahead and begin with a couple vinyasas just to warm up the body. So stand at the top of your mat with your heels about hip width distance apart. Inhale, arms go up, looking up at the thumbs. And as you exhale, pull the navel in, keep your back straight and your legs can bend as you fold forward. You can inhale, halfway lift by placing your hands on your shins, having straight legs and a flat back. On your exhale, we're going to step back onto hands and knees and lower the body down to the floor. On the inhale, we'll lift just the upper body into baby cobra. So you're using your back muscles to pull yourself off of the mat, shining your chest forward. And on the exhale, let's push back into our first downward facing dog. Since this is the first down dog, let's go ahead and paddle the feet out, stretching the calves and the hamstrings, activating the muscles, pushing the ground away through the tips of your fingers and the pads of your hands. We stretch the chest towards the thighs as again, we keep the core active. On the inhale, we're gonna walk the feet all the way up to the top of the mat, placing the hands on the shins for your halfway lift again, so flat back and straight legs. And on your exhale, let's go ahead and fold all the way forward. And the next inhale, let's go ahead and roll the body all the way back up and arms up. Let's go and do that again. Exhale, straight back as we fold forward. Inhale, flat back, straight legs. Exhale, come to hands and knees in tabletop position as you lower the body all the way slowly down with control. Inhale for baby cobra, activating the spine. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now from this down dog, we're gonna just start moving the spine. So we're gonna ripple the body forward. You can start in your heels by pushing off of the ground so your heels are up, and you'll start to round through the lower back and then bring it into the upper back, and then you end in a plank position. And then from here, you'll push the ground away, round the shoulders, and then round all the way to the tailbone, and then placing the heels back on the floor. So let's take a couple round of these sort of spinal waves. So inhale, heels come up, and you just ripple your body forward, keeping the core nice and active, knitting the rib cage in. And then on the exhale, we go the opposite direction and come back. Another one, inhale, ripple forward. And it's okay. It doesn't really matter how much it looks as so much as how it feels. Exhale, back. Let's go ahead and drop to the hands and knees into a tabletop position as we prepare for cat and cow. Inhaling, the chest goes forward, tailbone points up, and we sort of bend the back in. So we're doing spinal flexion. And then we extend the spine as we push the ground away, round through the back, and the tailbone comes forward, sort of pointing towards the ground, looking towards the navel. Inhale, cow, looking up. Exhale, round the spine, looking down towards the belly button. Another round, inhale, up. And exhale, round. From this position, let's take neutral tabletop again. Let's place the right hand directly in front of your face. As you inhale, the left arm goes up. And exhale, let's thread the needle so you bring the left hand underneath the right to stretch open that shoulder blade. Couple breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and And exhale. Beautiful. On the inhale, let's come back up to neutral tabletop. This time placing the left hand directly beneath the face. Lift the right hand up on the inhale. And exhale. Thread the needle. So now your right shoulder is getting the stretch. Just rest your head and ear on the floor. Another breath here. And on the inhale, let's come all the way back up to neutral tabletop position. Go ahead and push back into your downward facing dog. And let's go ahead and walk the feet up to the hands. Spread the feet nice and wide with the toes out and the heels in as you slowly lower down for your malasana or frog pose. And you place your hands together in the prayer position and use your elbows to push the knees apart. This is actually great for the groin and the hips, but it's also nice for the low back as well. Try to keep your chin up and your chest forward. If this is a bit difficult for you, you can use a block or a pillow to sort of sit on to support you in this posture, or else just try to drop kind of low. If you'd like it to be more challenging, you can bring the heels in towards each other, closer and closer and closer, just to sort of challenge your balance. Okay. Let's exhale, hands to the floor as we lift the legs, straighten the legs so that you're in your forward fold. And then let's inhale all the way back up. Okay, so we're gonna take a standing spinal twist. The way we're gonna do this, when you inhale, let's go ahead and place the feet in a wide stance. Toes are out and then heels are in, but again, very wide stance. And we're gonna lower down on the exhale so that you're in sort of a squat position. Now, be sure to try to keep your toes visible so you can see them on either side there. You don't have to go down too far. Placing the hands on the thighs, sort of near the knee region. We inhale, lengthen the spine, and on the exhale, we're gonna bend the left elbow and push the right leg away with a straight arm as you twist around to the left side. So you're looking over your left shoulder and you're twisting your spine. Couple breaths here. With every breath, try to push that right leg even farther so you can get deeper into your twist. And let's inhale, come to neutral. Again, when we take our in-breath, you're lengthening the spinal column, so you're reaching the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, we're gonna twist to the right. So this time you're bending the right elbow, keeping the left arm straight, and turn to look over your right shoulder. Couple breaths here, twist, twist, twist. And two, inhale. Come back to neutral. We're gonna do one more round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over the left shoulder and twist. Come back to neutral. Inhale, lengthen. And look over the right shoulder and twist. All right, let's go ahead and stand all the way back up. And we're gonna sit down on our mats or the floor. And you can take a comfortable cross-legged position. We're just gonna do a side stretch. So placing the right hand on the left knee, we lift the left arm up overhead. Your bicep is right by your ear as you just bend a little bit over, looking up towards the top hand if it's okay for your neck. You're reaching towards the other side of the room. This should be stretching really deeply into the side body here. Couple deep breaths. And let's come back to neutral. Left hand goes on the right knee. Lift the right arm up and overhead on the exhale. Stretching into that side, not forcing it, just letting it open up. Don't want it to feel too intense, but it's a nice side body opener here.
okay? We're gonna do a seated twist and then we'll be done. So how we're gonna do this is having your legs out in front of you. Let's start with the right leg. So bring the right foot to the floor, flat on the floor. Your right hand is gonna sit behind you at the small of your back, sort of supporting your spine. And on the inhale, you're gonna reach the left arm up. On the exhale, you hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, and then you twist to look behind you. And so you're twisting the spine. With every exhale, we're gonna do 3 breaths here. I want you to try to twist even a little deeper, pulling the navel in, the shoulders are back and away from the ears. 2. And 3. Let's inhale, look forward, and exhale, release the twist, release the leg back to the ground. The left foot can sit flat on the floor now. The left hand goes at the base of the spine. We're switching sides. Inhale, right arm up. And on the exhale, you hook that right elbow to the outside of the left knee as you look behind you. And twist, twist, twist. So 1 breath. 2. And 3. Beautiful. Okay, inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Let's go ahead and lie down on the mat with our knees to our chest. And just rock back and forth a few times to sort of massage the low back. You can support your head in your hands as you crunch up to reach your knees, relieving the pressure in your neck. And on the exhale, let us go into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So you can take up a lot of room with your arms and legs here. If the low back is tight, you might choose to place your feet flat on the floor and keep your knees just resting against each other for your resting posture. I'll do that with you today if you'd like to do that. We're gonna stay here for about 1 minute. So just tune into your body and your mind, closing the eyes, releasing Ujjayi breath if you were doing that, and relax. Slowly start to take some deeper breaths with a big inhale, holding the breath at the top of the lungs, and exhaling with a sigh. Start to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes as you stretch the arms overhead. Rolling over to one side, supporting your head on your arm. And then taking your time, let's slowly push ourselves up
to a comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Namaste.